What's up, guys? Welcome back to Digital Diving. It's your boy Monkey.
And it's Ben. How's it going?
Today here with the game Vampyr by Dontnod or Dontnod, whatever you want to call them, Entertainment. And today we're going to be diving into a game review of Vampyr. Reasons we're playing this game.
It is so good. Oh my.
It's very good. This game just came out on Tuesday, right? Yeah, it just came out Tuesday. So we got as soon as it came out. I've been playing it for a few days. Well, we both been playing it for a few days. And this is going to be a first impressions review. We're not going to do any spoilers or story missions or anything like that. So you don't have to worry about any of the story being spoiled for you if you plan on playing it. But we are going to show you a few bits of the gameplay, a few of the mechanics that they have in the game, and just our opinions of the game overall. I want to start off by saying, like, this was a very, very different game from what Dontnod has done in the past, because they're mostly known for Remember Me and Life is Strange.
Oh, did they do Life is Strange?
Yeah, they did, and that was a great game.
That is a fantastic game. I can totally see how this was developed by the same studio as Life is Strange.
Yeah.
What do you like about it? Because I know you have some reservations about it, but I am totally digging it, and I am forgiving it for its flaws.
When I first heard about this game, the trailers made it look like a full-fledged AAA game, like something that you would expect from like Bethesda or EA. Well, not EA. Well, yeah, EA even, or something like that, you know? And when I got the game, and when I first started playing it, it kind of felt like a AAA game. Like, there's certain areas where you can tell the budget was fairly lower for this game, in terms of like the animation, the like character animation and stuff like that. But for the most part,
yeah, I've noticed some of the character, not the models itself, but the facial animation is a little off.
Yeah, some of the facial animations are a little weird, and
not for the main character, but for like side characters, I've noticed.
Yeah. Oh shit. I'm trying to take down this motherfucker, and he is pissing me off. But yeah, the main character animation has so far been amazing. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
To the environment, the textures to the clothes, the color. I love the color scheme.
Oh yeah, the color scheme is incredible, and they really, apparently, like, Dontnod actually talk to historians and shit about how to make a historically accurate 1918 London. And personally, I think they did an incredible job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because this really feels like it's 1918 Spanish flu epidemic London, you know?
Oh my god, it totally does.
Oh fuck, I died. But you know, that like the world feels lived in. It feels like you're actually in 1918 London. Like, it's really, they did such an amazing job. That's one of the things I love most about this game, is the atmosphere and the environment. By far one of my favorite things is actually the dialogue, because this game is incredibly written.
Oh, it's written so well.
And actually the dialogue, since it is such a big part of this game, like, it could have been just like another like branching narrative game like they've done in like Fallout or Skyrim and stuff like that. And at times it kind of feels like that because your choices are fairly limited, but at the same time, like, I like the whole investigation aspect they got going for it, you know? Like how you have to unlock certain clues, like certain people can like reveal other information about other people. I love that.
I love that too. Big fan.
Yeah, I think it's really, really cool, and it gives like a whole new aspect to this game and makes it that much more interesting. Like, it actually makes you want to talk to people to figure out their secrets.
It makes you have to talk to people.
Oh yeah, basically. But like, the thing that like impresses me most about this game is how ambitious it is when it comes to, well, like, you being a vampire, and especially for being like such a lower budget studio. It definitely shows the work that they put into it, because basically you have to be super careful who you kill and when you kill them, because as you talk to them, the quality of their blood improves. or diminishes. It can diminish too, apparently, which is awesome.
It can diminish.
If you miss out on some clue about their life or something like that, you can lose out. You can miss out on some bonus XP. But basically, if you talk to the people and you develop a relationship with that person, their blood quality improves, and when you finally decide, if you decide to drain them, you get more XP. And I think that's really, really cool. And I'm still trying to kill this motherfucker. So I really like that people have like their own inner social circles that you can talk to discover new stuff about them. And depending on how much you talk to the people and when you talk to them and stuff, and I'm gonna die again because this is a fucking bitch.
That's also another reason why you have to be careful about who
I died
you
again.
basically hunt.
Yeah.
Because you can influence story progression.
Exactly. Exactly. I think that's again, that goes into how ambitious this damn game is. Like, who you talk to, or who you kill, and who decide to kill rather, changes how the story goes. Like, you might miss out on a big story thing if you end up killing the wrong person at the wrong time.
Which I've done a couple times accidentally.
The thing that makes it even more hard is that you can't just save right before you kill someone and go back. Once you kill that person, they're dead. You can't go back and not kill them. And that's just like, oh shit. So you really have to be careful. You really have to be cautious about what you do in this game. And not only that, like, if you kill people who are like have like a big notoriety around them, like they're well known or something like that,
you can directly impact the story.
Not only that, but like if other people notice that they're missing and shit like that, the whole environment around you will change.
People will become hostile to you. You can literally change the environment.
And, like, the whole environment will start to degrade. You'll have more hunters trying to kill you when you're walking around the city. It's incredible, and it's amazing that they actually got that system to work. That's hard to do, and they made it work very, very well. I mean, like, anyone can do like the whole good bad choices like they did in Fallout or Skyrim or even the Infamous series, which are very heavy on that, like the whole good evil scenario. The way they did in this game was completely new, completely unique, and I think they did an incredible job with it. I'm still gonna try to kill this guy. The whole video is going to be me trying to kill this motherfucker. That's another thing. Once you get killed, like, the enemies respawn, and the boss's health goes all the way back up. Like, it's not just like... It's actually, if anything, this game really reminds me of... It has like a very heavy Bloodborne feel to it at times.
Yeah, I can see that. It might be some of it due to the setting. Some of it due to the
the supernatural aspect of the game.
And the fact that enemies respawn.
Yeah. Oh fuck! Come on, really?
Place.
I keep dying. But yeah, like, as soon as I got into this game, like, I really felt like a big Bloodborne feel. But also, the very beginning when I first started playing this game, I could kind of tell that this is a much lower budget game than I was expecting, because just like the very beginning was kind of cheesy the way it all started off. Some of the gameplay mechanics were very simple and, I don't know, weird for me, especially the dialogue at the beginning of the game. Like, when he walks into the first hideout, he's like, I think there's no one here. I think I'm safe in here. I'm just like, God, really, dude? It was all very cheesy.
Some of the character animation doesn't really help it.
No, not at all.
Not knocking the character animation, but some of the...
I think the character animation... I think the facial animations in this game are probably its lowest quality of the game, or the worst part of the game, are the facial animations. What do you think is the worst part about this game for you? Like, what's your least favorite thing about this game?
Worst part?
Yeah, what's your least favorite thing about this game?
I'm gonna have to say it's length.
Length? Why do you say that?
There's only 6 chapters.
Yeah, they definitely could have benefited from making this a much longer game. Personally, I think it would have worked out awesomely if they did. I think I'm going to kill this guy. Oh my god. Okay, so this is one of the things that I absolutely hate about this game, and I'm not sure if this. I have a feeling it may be patched in the near future, but it's the random ass loading screens you get.
Oh, when you're trying to go from place to place.
Not even that. Like that I understand. Like you have to load for a brand new level or brand new area and stuff like that. That's understandable, you know? But like I'd be getting some weird ass. Oh man, I saw 2 hints from him. Never mind, I'm not gonna kill him. I've been getting some weird ass loading screens whenever I try to talk to certain people. Like I go up to talk to them. I go up to talk to someone, then all of a sudden I get a loading. I'm like, why? What the heck is this? This is bullshit.
Yeah, I've bumped into those before too.
It's like
They're
probably
kind of frustrating.
It's so annoying because I've never seen that in any other game. This is the very first game I've ever seen that issue with.
Yeah, it's strange.
And it's
I've
fairly
never seen that before either.
But yeah, that's like there's a few things. If I'm going to get really nitpicky with this game, and I mean honestly, I can be nitpicky with it just because it's the only way that developers. It's the only way like smaller developers will learn what people like and what people don't like. You know. So being nitpicky with it, I really don't like that the default movement is running. Like that little
like
jog.
Stalking.
Yeah,
I wish
like
you could actually sneak up on people, but you can't sneak up on people. There is no sneaking.
yeah, you can't. Like you can walk, but that's basically it. Like you can walk, and that's your only option, really. You can't like. There's no sneak option. There's no stalk option. There's a lock on, which makes you move a bit slower, but that's about it. I would love it if you could just like walk around the streets of London like a casual strolling dude, and then all of a sudden sprint after someone. Like an actual sprint, you know?
I wish the camera placement was a little closer to the character. Give him a little more power.
Yeah.
Because the camera placement right now makes him look minuscule and small
compared to everyone else.
His environment, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree with that.
I wish the camera placement was a little lower on him.
Yeah.
Instead of over the shoulder, because that would give him a little more stature.
Yeah, I agree.
That's a personal bias. That's
yeah,
not
no, I absolutely agree. Like, if it was more along the lines of God of War, for example, like that camera view was perfect. You know,
yes,
like
actually,
it was.
That was a good example of what I kind of want.
Instead, this game feels more like the game Infamous. You know, if you played the game, if you played the Infamous games, you know what I'm talking about. It's a very far away third-person view to give you more movement and a wider range of view. But it takes away from the overall character, in my opinion. Going to the combat, I really wish that it gave you more combat choices. And one other thing, the last really good vampire game I played was Infamous 2 Festival of Blood, which, again, if you played any of the Infamous series, I love them. They're one of my favorite game series ever. But Festival of Blood was so much fun because it was basically Cole McGrath turned into a freaking vampire, and it was badass. But I really wish that this game gave you more exploring options, because
not
the area is fairly closed off. It's like semi-open world, but you can definitely tell where the limitations are.
It's not as open world as it could be.
No,
like,
not at all. It definitely could have been so much better.
It's pretty limiting.
Yeah, it's very, in my opinion, it's too limited. Like, either make an open world game or make a level-based game. This game kind of tries to do both, and I don't know, it's not as enjoyable as it could be. Like, plus, on top of that, I really wish I could just like phase shift or teleport or whatever you want to call it up onto like the rooftops and shit. Like, that would be so much fun.
That would be cool. Yeah, I wish you could go kind of all over. You have to open a lot of... Oh, that's another reason why this game reminds me of Bloodborne.
Why?
Certain doors are unlocked from certain angles, so you have to go around environments in order to unlock areas.
Yeah, that's true. And you could even find like shortcuts and shit.
Yeah.
Through certain areas. I mean, like, the game made it so you didn't have to kill a single person, which I thought was just plain awesome. You don't have to kill any of the hunters. You don't have to feed off of anyone. The whole game makes it so you don't have to do that, but you have to be smart about it. Like, you can find your way and work around the areas and stuff like that, which makes it really fun, and you have to be creative about it. But I don't know, it's so much fun to just like stalk people, get to know them, get really intimate with the people, and then, like, you know, bite their face off. One of the things that I actually rather enjoy is the skill tree that they have going on.
Yeah, actually, that's pretty cool. You get to power up your character using different abilities, and you get to directly impact damage or defense or your ability to regenerate health.
Absolutely.
Nice. You actually have some RPG elements.
Yeah,
to it as well.
Definitely. And it's definitely, personally, I think it's one of the saving graces of this game. But yeah, definitely the skill tree and the progression system, I think works well. I think it works really well. And what's also really cool is you don't level up, like, you kind of level up through XP, but it's different. Like, it's not just like XP caps, you know? Like, you only level up after you level up a ability, or when you unlock an ability.
Yeah.
That's the only, like, you have to actually use your XP points to level yourself up. And I think that's a really, really cool system they got going on. It's very unique.
Oh, and you get to find out how your actions impacted the community the next night.
Yeah, that too. Like, if you did anything crazy, like you killed someone or someone, that you get to actually see the results of your actions. And that's both like a good thing and a bad thing, because you're always like, oh shit, what is this gonna do?
And normally it's not something very good.
Nah, just when you think that you killed someone that you were done with, or the game was finished with, it turns out, nope, you didn't. You fucked up.
Yep. That's one way that it reminds me of BioShock, where you can basically play the game as, honestly, an awful person.
Oh yeah,
or you could have some morals and utilize the children and save them. And,
I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm actually
characters to survive. You have to like level up by killing bad guys in this game.
Yeah, basically. Like, you
But
can,
they don't give you very much experience.
No, they don't. They really don't. You can kill the other vampire skulls, or slaves, or whatever the hell they're called. You can kill the vampire hunters, but you don't get a lot of XP. The biggest XP stuff you get is from killing citizens, which is terrifying. That's the thing. That's the thing I have to say about this game. Like, while like the character himself is struggling against his need for blood, right? You as a player are struggling against your temptation to make your character stronger, and you do that by feeding.
Yeah.
So they really did that whole making you tempted to like kill citizens. They linked you and the character perfectly together, and that's something that no other game has done.
I noticed the game doesn't create the necessity to kill.
No, it doesn't.
It's only your own personal inclination to level up that really.
Like, the game doesn't say, hey, you have to kill this guy. Even the very first time you're presented with the chance to kill someone, you can just let him go. You had the option right at the beginning to just let him go.
Yeah, you're never actually
forced. You're never forced to kill anyone at all. It's just your choice. Everything in this game comes down to you. If you want to kill him, go for it. If you don't want to kill him, that's totally fine. Just remember, if you do kill them, there might be consequences to your actions.
It's kind of like a microcosm of like human society, just in this little tiny game.
Right? And
There
it's
are
crazy.
consequences to your actions.
Yeah, it's one of the few games that actually gives consequences to your actions. That actually means something, you know? They're not just little, oh, you missed out on this side quest, what to do. Like, no, like these consequences could like wreck your entire, like, the whole storyline for this game.
I've already kind of wrecked my storyline in certain areas because I thought a minuscule character was unimportant to the plot, so I took them out to level up.
Yep.
Because I was being impatient with the amount of experience I was getting.
Yeah. I think that's actually why this game may be as short as it is, because I think the developers actually expect players to take their time
And think about what they're doing.
instead of,
My god, I don't think I could take like a 72-hour gameplay run through of this.
oh my god, no. I mean,
Not that it's a bad game.
from what I heard, like
granted,
the game, if you just play straight through, it takes about 30 hours. But if you're a completionist and you want to, talk to everyone, explore everything, it's going to be a little bit longer. I don't know how much longer, but yeah.
I can't imagine a 3 straight day run play would.
Oh my god. Honestly, I would love to do that. Oh my god, I would love to do that, but while I do have my issues with it, they're not game ruining issues, you know? Like, it doesn't ruin my experience with this game whatsoever. Like, I ultimately love this game. It definitely was not what I was expecting. I was expecting more of an open world vampire game, but it's definitely hit one of my favorite supernatural games of all time. The combat, there were a few more options in the combat. Like, I wish there was more. I don't know. I wish the combat was more intuitive. Because the combat system is probably one of the weakest points of the game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's not very focused on. They don't really put a huge focus on combat, but when you're in combat, it works well. Like, the combination between vampire abilities and just regular melee and stunning is all really cool. Like, you have to manage your resources on the fly, and that's rather impressive. And I enjoy that. I ultimately enjoy that. And that's actually, the combat is really what makes me think of Bloodborne, you know, because you have to manage your stamina and your blood and your health and everything like that. You have to know when to heal and when not to heal, and when to use your blood points and when not to. So it's enjoyable. It's not the best,
but yeah, you have to actually watch what you're doing in the game.
Yeah, because if you're not careful, you will die. Now,
very quickly.
Yeah. Now, and again, reasons it reminds me of Bloodborne, because holy shit, this game is unforgivable sometimes. But
like this boss fight, I just died.
Oh, one thing concerning the upgrades and stuff is, I highly recommend anyone who's watching this, if you plan on playing this game, I highly recommend you, one of the first upgrades you get is the ability for your weapon to consume blood on every hit, because oh my god, that will help you so much. Because like, the only way to save yourself in a game, like, your health regenerates but very slowly. Now again, you can upgrade that as well, but you know, when you're first in the game, you can't really upgrade a whole lot because you don't have a lot of XP. So using your blood for your various abilities is very, very, very important. Whether it's healing yourself mid battle or landing a devastating blow against your enemy that will like decrease his Yu-Gi-Oh life points drastically.
Did you say Yu-Gi-Oh life points?
Yes, I did. Yu-Gi-Oh life points. Because I was like, using your life points. Wait, that's Yu-Gi-Oh. So Yu-Gi-Oh life points. But yeah, so you like highly recommend getting that upgrade early on, because it's definitely something you'll be able to take advantage of a lot. But yeah, overall, my favorite thing about this game is probably the dialogue and just the environment that you're in. Because again, the environment is beautiful. You can really tell that most of the time was put into building 1918 London, and not so much
There's
building
so
the
much
characters.
dedication put into this game.
Oh, there was.
I mean, there's problems with it, but at no point during my complaints do I mean it to sound like I don't think this game is a tiny masterpiece.
Oh my god,
I love it.
They did an incredible job with this game, and I'm very, very impressed with the work that was put into it. And I'm excited to see how the story unfolds, and I'm just excited to talk to people. Like, this is one of the few games that makes me excited just to talk with people, you know? And learn about their lives and shit. Like, that shit's fun.
I love finding out everyone's deep dark secrets, or that they're actually deep down a really good person. And they're complicated. Not everyone in this game is cut and dry. You can find a lot of different people.
You can find a lot of buried secrets about people. You can find out that they're actually a good person underneath your initial judgment of them. Nah, there's like, you have to talk to people and talk to other people and talk to everyone. There's a lot of talking. It's a lot of talking. So if you like dialogue, this is definitely the game for you. Even if you don't like dialogue, this game doesn't make you feel like the dialogue's just dragging on. But yeah, what are your final thoughts about this game?
I love it. I think it's a mini masterpiece. It's quick, it's short, it's bloody, it's to the point, and I think you're gonna have a really good time playing it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I hope there's some things that get fixed with like a patch here and there. Maybe an option for walking, that would be wonderful. But but no, honestly, this is a great game. I was pleasantly surprised at this game, and I think anyone who picks this game up will definitely have a great time with it. But anyways, this has been our first impressions review of Vampyr by Dontnod Entertainment. If you like this video, go ahead and slam that like button. If you want to let us know your thoughts, if you played the game, or if you haven't played the game, you want to let us know your initial thoughts about the game, please do so in the comment section down below. If you're new to the channel and you want to see more of us doing game reviews, movie reviews, next week we are going to be completely dedicating this channel to E3. There's going to be a live stream, there's going to be recaps, everything. So definitely this is the best time to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell so you get notified when our videos goes up, because we're going to be covering everything that every gamer wants to know. Absolutely wants to know. Everything they've been looking forward to for the past year plus. So Benji, thank you so much for being with me today.
Thank you for having me on.
Guys, stay excellent, and I'll see you guys in the next dive-in.